Welcome back. Now you see how much darker everything is. On my settings, you'll notice that not only did I have smooth lighting off, but I have my brightness all the way at bright. Minecraft's default settings are smooth lighting maximum and brightness moody. And that makes it look like this. This I do not like. I don't like moody lighting like this. I mean, on the one hand, it's really cool for taking screenshots, but I don't play this game to take screenshots. I tend to only take screenshots of things that are either really bizarre or pretty darn funny. So I always have my smooth lighting off. And especially I always have my brightness on bright, because that's how Minecraft originally was. Now, one cool thing you can see with your settings set as mine currently are is, I don't know how well the video is picking up, but the torch lights actually flicker. And they didn't used to do that. So that's kind of cool. But again, I prefer being able to actually see. So I'm going to turn my smooth lighting off and my brightness back up. Now there is a minimum setting. I think that's supposed to be like in between. But I'm just going to keep it off. Now 3D analog, anaglyph, I can't read. Ignore that. You click on that, it takes a little while to take over. But this is for if you have a 3D monitor. And it kind of looks like you're playing Minecraft on crack or LSD or something. Minecraft with drugs. So I'm going to turn that one off now. Now, most of this other stuff is foreign to me. I think the particles just refers to little things like the flames, and whenever I walk over the mycelium, those little black squares that pop up. Full screen, self-explanatory, but a lot of this other stuff I personally do not understand. I've only recently learned, actually from the friend that I'm making these videos for, what VSync is. And you can toggle that on and off, but beyond that it's kind of like, I don't get most of it. Frame rate I kind of understand. The render distance setting I'm not completely happy with, because it used to be that you had about 4 settings, and that was your render distance. You could see far, which would load a lot. You could have a normal vision. I say normal vision as in like only so much, like this is what Minecraft defaults to. And even then Minecraft would default to something different based on what it found out your settings or your computer could do. You would have short, which would not allow you to see the sun. So determining the time of day was necessary with a clock. And then you also had tiny. Tiny was just like you could see maybe 20 blocks in front of you. And I would always usually keep mine at normal. But this render distance, I don't understand how much a chunk is. I've looked it up and still been confused. So I'm just kind of like, I will keep it at about this, because this is what loads the best. So, but yeah, some things are in here are self-explanatory, other things are beyond me, and yeah. Language, self-explanatory. Controls, also self-explanatory. Just pick something. And if this, you can even have a touchscreen toggle if you're playing, I think, Minecraft Pocket Edition, which personally I think was a bad idea, but again, I joined the original Minecraft as opposed to all of its expansions. So, let's see, multiplayer settings. A lot of these are self-explanatory too, and a lot of this has to do with just a little chat box that pops up. Like you'll notice when I was in my bed earlier, I had all of this pop up. That just determines whether or not you can see through the text and how much and what color it is and things like that. At least I think you can change the color. You could the last time I checked. Now, one thing I will say, going back to smooth lighting for a moment, is the reason that I get a lot of randomly dark, sharp shadows is because I have my smooth lighting turned off. So, like, if I've, and I know I've come across some of these, but if I come across an area where, say, the side of this mushroom and the underside and all this is just black, like a solid black, it's because I've got my smooth lighting off, because that's supposed to be Minecraft's default now. And honestly, I hope they never force us to use only that, because that would be very disappointing. I don't think they will, but even so. So there are plenty of other settings I can talk about. I'm going to save the best for last, which means it might not get covered in this video. And there's a reason I'm saying the best for last. Oh dear. I'm having loading issues right now. Yep. There's a cave over there. Wow, that's... Hey, there's more mines down here. Dang. Sometimes these little loading issues are actually very helpful. The problem is you kind of have to stay at a distance if you want to get an idea of where anything is, because as you can see, the closer I get, the more it loads. And then it just pops up and blocks my view. But it's good to know that there's another mine over there. In that general direction somewhere. Somewhere. Now that being said, my chances of finding it just based on a guess like that aren't so good. Oh, excuse me, it's getting late over here. Alright, so other settings. Multiplayer settings. Yeah, you'll notice that whenever I press escape, which is also essentially the pause button, the music stops. Everything in the game stops. Snooper settings. This is pretty much just whether or not you want the people at Minecraft to collect information about your machine to... Well, it says all right up here. This is what it's supposed to be for. It's not like they're not spying. They're not the NSA. The NSA would have done it anyway. And this is just, you know... This is basically meant to tell Mojang this is what this person does to make things better. Like this is their Minecraft experience and how they enjoy it. I don't know how it does that exactly. I just know that it does. So, and I'm sure they get feedback as well to help with that, like actual feedback. So other options. Now you have resource packs. Resource packs are fun, and you can see I've already got one in here. It's an incomplete resource pack, so it's going to look weird even for what it is. But this is the default texture pack. This is what you see when you first log into Minecraft, no matter what. If you want to add resource packs to it, you have to go out into the internet and download them. And these are things that people make. They're like, I want my Minecraft to look like Lord of the Rings, so I will make a texture pack that does it. And a lot of the times it'll come out pretty darn good. You know, for a game that has nothing but pixels as its primary texture, a lot of these come out really good. Now the texture pack I have here is really weird, so I'm not going to use it. I'm actually going to grab a different one, and I will show you that, well, you know what, let me see. Maybe I can just open my folder here. Yeah. So I can just pop through here and quickly show you, where's my Minecraft backups? And quickly show you a good texture pack. And this is actually one of my favorite texture packs. I'm not 100% certain how compatible it's going to be, but I can just kind of pop it in there. I think it'll eventually load back up. And yeah, see, here it is. And then if I click this over here so that it's like this, I select it. I click done, and it should be in the process of changing now. And resource is mostly just another way of saying texture, but they're called resource packs now instead of texture packs, which is what they were called before, because you can also change the sounds of your Minecraft if you really want to. And that's great for people like me who love the Legend of Zelda stuff, because someone made a Legend of Zelda resource pack, and I was blown away by it. So now you can see everything here alone looks different. It's actually a lot clearer. I really like this texture pack. It's done a very good job of being kind of HD. And some texture packs, well, resource packs, will be available in higher quality. And now you can see everything looks different. Everything. I love the texture packs that cover all the things. You know, for the sake of saying, you know, a weird meme, all the things. It really does work. And it just changes the look of your world completely. Like, even the sun is a little bit different. Now, some texture packs will only cover, like, all the blocks, and, like, the animals will look the same. Or some will cover everything except for the items. I tend to prefer the texture packs that are absolutely complete. So you can see my mushrooms look a lot more, well, demonic, actually. He looks like he wants my soul. But this person went ahead and said, I want it to look like they have mycelium on their backs. And it does. It's just a little bit pinker. And my sheeps all look kind of herp-a-derp and mad. They're like, really, dude? Really? Turn that off. Turn it off. Just, I don't want your stuff. The chickens have eyes on the sides of their heads a bit. I love the glass on here because I can actually see all the way through it. There aren't any fake streaks. But yeah, this is what resource packs do. It does change everything. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and go back to my original to the default texture pack. But I wanted to at least cover this in terms of letting you know it's there, what can and can't be done with it, and just know that not all of them are going to be as smooth looking as this. Some of them are still very pixelated, but sometimes those pixelated ones look just as good. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my normal one, and I will see y'all at the next video.